once again, hello everybody, back to Living with V. I have a beautiful cake for you this round, and the name of it is Cloud 9. And let's go on and roll off into that, y'all. Let's take that stroll. First things first, let's start off with our 2.5 sticks of softened butter, salted softened butter, and a cup and a half of sugar. Then we're gonna grab our mixer and we're gonna do our muscle work. As you notice, I haven't been really stirring or mixing with my KitchenAid mixer because I found it so much handier to just grab the hand mixer and whip up a cake. Okay, we have done this for about 10 minutes, and now we got our buttercream going. We're gonna clean our bowl as we usually do. Make sure we get all of that goodness, you guys. Let's make sure we get it all. Okay, we're gonna get it all blended in. We gotta make sure we got that buttercream on time. Now we're gonna start with our 4 eggs on our next step. And we're going to place them in separately as we usually do, as if we are preparing your average cake or average pound cake. I think this step here is so important. It really helps combine the butter and the wetness into that butter, the wetness of the egg into the butter real well. And this is, I think that this is why that we, excuse me, place our eggs in our cakes, most of our cakes, separately, because it ensures that the wetness of the egg mix into the butter. Now, don't take it as I'm saying I know it all, because I don't know it all. I'm just really taking a wild guess, but at the same time, I did do a little reading, y'all. I can be a bookworm sometimes, but I'm not really a big time bookworm. If it's something I want to know, I'm going to look it up. Okay. We're going to clean our bowl. Yeah, I'm just saying that I'm not a nerd because I don't have a book in my face every minute. But you all get the point. All right, here we go. Okay, let's go on and move on to the next one. We have a teaspoon of vanilla, and we have a teaspoon of imitation butter flavor. We're going to pour that into the mix. There, my imitation butter flavor. Just showing you the container in case you wanted to know what is imitation butter flavor. We're going to blend all of that in. Okay. All right, here I have a cup and a half of all-purpose flour. I also have cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And I'm mixing all of this together, combining it together. And we're going to break it down into one portion. I'm going to add that portion of flour into there. And then we're going to dismiss our mixer. And we're going to use our hands to spoon stir our flour into our mix. This only ensures that you don't overmix your flour, and it helps so much. And here we have a half cup of heavy whipping cream, and we're going to pour all of this whipping cream into our mix. And we're going to stir that in. And yes, you can stir this. You don't have to worry about whether you're folding or stirring. You can stir it because you're just doing what the mixer is not doing. Okay, we're going to move on to our next step. We have all of that mixed in well, which is our last portion of our flour. We're going to add that in. This is a very simple cake. Very simple cake. You don't have to break out the KitchenAid. And we're going to clean our cup. Make sure we get all of that good heavy whipping cream. This is what really makes the cake so creamy. This cake is so simple, but so great. And that's what I like about it. Okay, we have mixed it all, and you see that pocket, that flour pocket? You have to ensure that you stir your mix real well, because if you don't, you will end up with flour pockets. So, okay, we got all of it mixed, and this is the cake. Now we're heading to our bowl. Y'all see this unique fluted pan? Those unique designs in this pan. I love this pan, but it scares me sometimes because you got to really spray this pan down to get the results that you want. If you want your cake to turn out just perfect and beautiful, make sure you just really spray this pan down, because it's going to let you know you ain't did your job if you don't do it. And trust me, I know from experience. So spray your fluted pan or whatever your design pan is down very well. It has a lot of crevices in it, and it is beautifully designed. And that is why I hardly ever use it, because it's kind of difficult to wash. So I just let it soak out when I finish using it. And that really helps a lot. But it don't want to turn your cake loose. So this is the pan that gives me a scare tactic. All right, here we go. We're going with our mix. We're going to put it into our bowl. We're going to place it into our cake pan. All right, we're going to place it into it. And prep your oven for 350 degrees. And let your cake stay in that oven until... Now, you see what I did now? Look at that. Y'all see how that cake really went in the center of my fluted pan? Look at that. But it's not missing much. It's not missing much. But don't worry about that inner tube, because that cake gonna find its way out of that pan, trust me. And it's gonna still bake as if that didn't even happen. So here we go. See that on the top? It found its way from around that tube, didn't it? Okay. All right. Here come the scare tactic moment, you guys. Yeah, it found its way from around the tube. So that's not a problem. Don't let that scare you. Okay. Well, here we go. Here comes scare tactic time, you guys. Me and this cake pan is just really... I have had a couple of experiences with this cake pan. Okay, let's see what's going to happen, y'all. Let's see what is about to happen. It is warm, matter of fact. It's warm. It's not hot. Okay, what? But guess what? I did have to tap a lot on this pan, and I ended up cutting a little clip out But I had to tap a lot, and then I was like, okay, what's really finna happen? It was really holding fast to the pan. So, but it came out. There we are, there we are, there we are. Those beautiful designs in that cake. Y'all seen that cake try to get away from me? Did you see that? Okay, here we go. We're gonna go on and move on to our next step, you guys. I hope you inspirators are enjoying this. Okay, I have my powdered sugar. I have just a small cup of powdered sugar, not very much, and I'm putting it into my mesh to sprinkle it over the cake. I'm gonna sprinkle it until you feel like enough is enough. And yes, that heat absorbs the powdered sugar. And y'all hit that like and subscribe. Please do so if you like my content, you like these lovely recipes. Please do so. Hit that like and subscribe. Okay, let's check out this cake, y'all. Let's check out this cake. What do we have going with this cake? So far, it feels very soft. Oh my God, and it is. It looked very lovely, you guys. Look at that. Y'all see that? Look at that beautiful cake. And it's light on the knife, you guys. Wow, let's see if it tastes as good as it look. Let's see if it tastes good as it look. Wow, it is light on the knife. Okay, let's see, is it light to the mouth? And heavy on the hips, you guys. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Wow, they look so good. This is a buttery cake. It's a light, fluffy, buttery cake. Cloud 9 cake. That is why I call it Cloud 9 cake. And it is great, you all. It's great. Look at that. See that bounce back? Like I said, get up off me. Get up off me. That cake is so fluffy and light. Wow, it is so buttery, you guys. I taste this cake and it is beautiful. It's a light. And I hope you all get to enjoy this Cloud 9 cake. And I want to thank you all once again for taking a stroll just to see how everything goes when living with V.